So probiotic skincare is a huge and exploding, very popular market. There's been a lot of interest from consumers, and rightly so, because you're talking about kefir and kombucha and stuff like that, right? 10 years ago, outside of maybe California and a couple of really crunchy places, no one had heard of kefir or
Yeah.
kombucha. Like, smell that and people run away.
Yeah, just a little interjection there, because I know I'm gonna get emails from Turkey and I'm gonna get emails from Holland saying no, and then emails from India saying no, we always had kefir. Where do you think this stuff comes from? Right. So
Totally. Right.
we will grant you, you and I will grant you that you guys were way ahead of us in the West. But yeah. So sorry. There you go. Yeah.
Well, and you know what? Every culture, every single culture has their version of a good fermented food, whether it's
Yeah.
sauerkraut or kimchi,
Kimchi. Yeah.
or whether it's a fermented dairy product or fermented, lactobio-fermented vegetable. Some people even ferment meat and fish, right? In
Hmm. Yeah.
Scandinavia, there's all this fermented fish. So this is something that we have figured out by trial and error, and this is encoded into ancient human cultures that we enjoy to this day. Now, but it's really interesting that cross-culturally, right? Like, someone in the West who's never heard of kimchi would try it and say, wow, this is good. And it's good for me, for my body. Okay,
Hmm.
I'll try it. Kombucha, it's the same thing. So this kind of cross-pollination where, people are eating Indian fermented foods or Korean fermented foods or Chinese fermented foods, and vice versa. Like, there's maybe a lot more, sauerkraut around.
Hmm.
I think that is really good. It's really healthy. So people have known for a while that to have good gut health, I need to have fermented, yogurt or this or that, right? Then when you say, oh, the skin has a microbiome too, and by the way, this is what we know about it. Now people say, oh, okay, just like I take care of my gut health, I need to take care of my skin health, and I need to talk about the microbiome. Unfortunately, most of the probiotic skincare products, and I mean over 90% of the
Hmm.
probiotic skincare products out there, contain not live bacteria, but dead bacteria. And those bacteria are from yogurt. Now, yogurt is great for your gut, doesn't do anything for your skin. It's kind of like different microbiomes in your body are like different ecosystems, right?
Sure.
So some places you have a desert, some places you have a rainforest, some places you have a grassland, right? You would never take a cactus and plant it in a rainforest. You would never take a fern from the rainforest and plant it in a desert, right? Those
Hmm.
are the wrong things. So when you're putting yogurt on your skin, it's not going to do anything for you. And it's going to do a lot less if all the bacteria are dead. So, the clue is, if you look at a probiotic skincare product, and if the probiotic ingredient says ferment, extract, or lysate, then that is dead, ground up bits of bacteria. It's not live bacteria.
Right.
So to me, that's fundamentally like a little less than honest. And it's leveraging the word microbiome purely for marketing purposes, which is fine. Everyone makes their money in different ways. But to me, as a scientist, I'm not like an industry veteran. I'm not from the skincare industry. I love to educate. I love to do the science, and I love to put real science out there. And so for us, it's really about education, telling people what's in our products. And so we don't really have any bacteria in our products. We actually have this thing called a phage or a bacteriophage.
Hmm.
What they are is harmless viruses that are actually very abundant in nature. They're the most dominant life force on the planet. And about billions of phages pass through our body harmlessly every single day. Now, phages eat bacteria, and they're very, very specific. So a C. acnes phage will kill only C. acnes bacteria and nothing else.
Right.
We actually have some great data internally from our lab reports just showing how specific it can be. And like I said, it's really, really interesting that people who are healthy actually have the C. acnes phage naturally. So this is not actually, something we're bringing from some swamp or the bottom of the ocean and saying, oh, let's put it on your skin. Let's see what happens. And so these two insights are really cool, because you're saying, oh, wow. So some people, we couldn't tell why they're so healthy, why some people just don't get acne. Oh, now we can, because they carry this phage. And people who have acne don't have this phage. So can we supplant this into their microbiome and actually boost their natural ability to keep the acne away and keep